The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Throwing right away is Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 32 on the play. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
You look at this Eagle defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really matter.
Here's a diving catch right side. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
On the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
To the air goes Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short game. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Tiger Hornet. Hey, Silver. Yeti.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And, right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Play action. Now it's Daniels. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Daniels looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Guerendo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. The Eagles at 6-4 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Hey, 73 seconds. Now let's get it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Throwing is Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Got to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hurts going to give this to Shipley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Commanders 10, Eagles nothing.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rice will go in motion left. Here's Daniels. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Throwing now is Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the ball is knocked out. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier in the year with the Commanders picking up the win at Northwest Stadium. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Now a 2nd and 6. To throw is Daniels.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He's got room to roam.
And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Shipley is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's Shipley.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Will Shipley, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pushing his way through.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Commanders 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe...
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
63, 63, 63, 73, 73.
Looking to throw on second down.
Hurts.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
That one goes for 24 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action with Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
No touch that. Tiger Hornet. No touch.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
They'll roll him out right.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Great, set. No touch.
A run on first down with Shipley.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No touch that.
At the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
That'll be caught by Shipley.
It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They go play action. Daniels.
Flushed out right.
That's laid out deep for Rice. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to Shipley.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Daniels going to try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's got some space here. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Will Shipley with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Daniels looking to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Play action, now it's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. To throw is Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing now is Daniels. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's Daniels. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit is going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.